Welcome to another episode of Tube Tests. We're here in Orlando, Florida at downtown Disney, but right before I came down here, I stayed up a little bit late because I was testing out some EF95 tubes. So we got to test out some EF95 tubes made by Telefunken, Mullard, and Jan GE. So let's go back to the tube testing in Colorado, what I recorded last night. So I've got the Stellar CM4 warmed up and ready to go with a Telefunken EF95 tube in it. So let's check it out. I'm gonna buy a paper doll that I can call my own, a doll that other fellas cannot steal. And then their flirty, flirty guys with their flirty, flirty eyes will have to flirt with dollies that are real. Wow, not bad. So that's the Telefunken EF95 tube in it. Let's try the Mullard. Well, now we've got the Stellar CM4 filled with a Mullard EF95, and let's give this one a try. I'm gonna buy a paper doll that I can call my own, a doll that other fellas cannot steal. And then their flirty, flirty guys with their flirty, flirty eyes will have to flirt with dollies that are real. Well, it's got a little different sonic character to it, but it's very similar because they are both EF95 tubes. But when I come home at night, she will be waiting. She'll be the truest doll in all this world. Oh, I'd rather have a paper doll to call my own than have a fickle minded real life girl. It seems like this one has a little bit more of a mid thing going. And what I'm trying to say is it's very smooth on the mid range, and same with the Telefunken, but the Telefunken seemed like it had a little bit more air on top and a little bit more bass. I don't know. Anyways, let's try the Jan tube. Well, we've got the Jan GE EF95 warmed up and ready to go, so let's check out this one. I'm gonna buy a paper doll that I can call my own, a doll that other fellas cannot steal. And then their flirty, flirty guys with their flirty, flirty eyes will have to flirt with dollies that are real. Well, it's interesting. This GE tube has a little bit more of a brighter top end. They all sound great, and it depends on what application you're using it, but I think I like the Mullard and I think I like the Telefunken a little bit better than this Jan, but that's just my preference. There are a lot of microphones that are using the EF95 tube in it. To start off, there's the CM4, which is only about $200. There is also the CU29, also known as the Copperhead microphone by Telefunken. That's only $1,200. And there's also a P67 that's about $1,900, as well as some by Cascade and even Bee's Knees. So check out these microphones and check out the EF95 tube. Wow, these are great. We found a great website for this week's web picks called coutant.org. Coutant.org. So check it out. They got great pictures of microphones, great microphone history, and just some great stories. Coutant.org. Well, next week on Tube Tests, we're going to look at an M49 with an AC701 tube in Los Angeles, California. And we're going to see, is there a replacement for the AC701 tube, which is becoming very scarce. But until then, enjoy your week, and we'll see you next time on Tube Tests.